Welcome to Sanctum Asylum. I am Keyless, and this is a new chair. It's actually an old chair. I've had it for about 3 months, but I was using the old chair because it's slimmer at the top. It doesn't take up so much room. Unfortunately, it's killing my back. It's killing me. So I have to get rid of it. I have to stop using it, or it's going to put me in an early grave. So this chair is a lot more comfortable. It's like an executive chair. It's going to make it a lot better for live streaming. So if I do a long live stream, I should be comfortable while I do it. The other thing I wanted to talk about was my background. I really like my background. I always have. It's amazing. It looks great. I have some lights behind it that actually make it glow a little bit. So that's why it's like nice and shiny. Like over here, it's not because the light isn't over there, but it's more like right behind me. But when I'm zoomed into my face, you only see this. So, this way? Yes. So, I'm gonna scrap all that. I don't want to, but I want to change the background once in a while. And I don't want to have to buy new backgrounds. The lights behind it are blue. I don't want to have to get like red lights for a red background, or, you know, it would add a lot of cost. So instead, what I've decided is to use a green screen. So this thing's huge. I'm going to try it out. I don't know how to do this, so I'll figure it out. If you see that background on my next episode, it means I failed and I couldn't figure it out. I just put that back up. But we'll see. I'm sure it'll be fine. So another thing I wanted to talk about was my past jobs. Now, I told you up to, I think, Toys R Us. So after that, I moved to another city and I got a job at a hotel. Now, I was part of the hotel industry for about 4 years. I really liked the work. I really liked the job because I got to make a great experience for guests that came in. And I really liked taking care of people. It was fantastic. It felt really good. But what I didn't like was the corporate structure of each hotel that I was at. I didn't like the way that they treated their workers like drones, like robots. You know, you're not supposed to question anything. You just do what you're told. The way that I see a job is that whenever you're a leader, you're a boss, you're supposed to make a cohesive group that works well together and everybody has value. And everybody's an individual human being, not a machine, not just a cog. So I didn't get that feeling in the industry at all. That's a horrible thing. That's a horrible thing. I wanted people to see value in my work because I worked very hard. So I don't want to talk too much about that because it was mostly a negative experience. I had great times. I had great moments. But I always look back negatively at my experience in the industry. So I got out of it. I just got out of it. I stopped. I started working for the family business, and that's been working very well for me. It's bookkeeping. You know, I get to work from home. It's great. I don't have a commute. I don't have to waste gas. It affords me the opportunity to sleep in a little bit if I need to. All kinds of good stuff. I like it a lot. It's working out very well. And because I work for family, you know, I do have value. Outside of just being a worker drone, I'm also a family member, so they treat me like a human being. It's very nice. I like that. I did want to say one thing about the hotel industry, though. There was a point in time where I was managing 2 departments, and I remember I would come in a little early every day to help the breakfast girls set up. And the reason I did that was because it started my whole day. So this girl, she was a very positive person, and she had this aura about her, this positivity that would just, it would start your entire day, and it would just make you feel good to start the day. And she just radiated it, you know. She was just always so positive and happy, and she'd make jokes, and she was a lot of fun to be around. And that's the kind of person that we should surround ourselves with, is the kind of people that are positive and that do bring that kind of joy to our life. It was wonderful. I'm going to try and do that more myself. I'm going to try and be more of a positive person. I think we all should do that. It kind of leads me into my next point, the next thing that I wanted to talk about, which is World of Warcraft, actually. So before Sanctum Asylum was a YouTube channel, it was a guild that I was kind of the head of. And the way that that came about, it's actually a very interesting story how that all happened. So I was playing on an RP PvP server, which is a role-playing server, player versus player. And I was pretty new to this server, and somebody offered me a guild invite, and I took it. So I'm gonna call this guild Outlaw. That's not what it was actually called. I just want anonymity for it. So I joined this guild, and I got to know a lot of wonderful people in this guild. It was absolutely a magical experience. It was fantastic. But what happened was the head of the guild and the people below him, it felt very much like I was back in the hotel industry. I tried to help out one of the higher ups in the guild because I thought that they forgot something, so I reminded them, and they went off on me. They just went off. So I told the guild leader, I said, look, if this is how your people handle, you know, people trying to help, I don't want to be a part of it. So I left that guild, and a lot of people that I really adored, I didn't have contact with them anymore. So I made a chat room, and I called it Sanctum Asylum. And I invited some of the people from that guild that I really admired, that I really liked. And they came over, and I said, you know, you don't have to quit your old guild or anything. This is just a hangout spot so that we can keep in touch. And a lot of people joined. A lot of people joined that chat room. And one of the managing members of Outlaw decided to join my channel as well. And one day she got fed up with Outlaw as well, and she left. So she left, and a lot of people started following her, and they came over to my channel, and we formed a guild, and it was a cascade. So she left, and then so many people left, and it was just one after the other, boom, boom, boom. And this guy had to come to the realization that maybe he was doing some things wrong. And so I formed a guild. I didn't run it as a boss or a leader. It was more of a unit. You know, we were a team, and everybody had value, and everybody contributed, and there was no boss, you know. And it felt really good to have a community like that. We built something from the ground up, from the remains of something that was terrible. And these were just wonderful people. They were so fantastic. I've fallen out of touch a little bit because I stopped playing World of Warcraft. But it was a very successful guild for a long time. I say a long time, maybe 6 months to a year, somewhere in between there. It was a good time. It was a good time. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to start live streaming. I'm recording this on Sunday. I'll release it on Monday. So on Saturday, I did a live stream of Fallout 4 just as a test. Whenever World of Warcraft Classic drops, I want to start live streaming that a little bit, see if I even like it, and if I do, I'll start doing raids. And it'll be kind of a side project that I'll do. I'm going to try and get some of the gang back together. I'm going to see if some of the guild wants to join in this experience of a classic World of Warcraft. I don't know if it's even going to be any good, because I know we look back on things fondly sometimes, but if you actually relive them, sometimes it's a different experience than you remember. So I'm curious to see if that's what happens here. We'll go through at least 20 levels and see if we like it. If I do like the game, I'm gonna do raids and stuff, and I'm gonna try and lead raids, put a guild together, and see what happens. We'll see. I did want to give a special shout out to someone from that guild. He goes by Dane. And I've always kind of admired him. He's got a very interesting lifestyle. I know he's a singer. I've always admired people with great voice. And he does. He has a really good voice. So he kind of reminded me the other day that we should never shame someone for things that they enjoy. You know, I was looking at a post on a site that I browsed the other day, and they were making fun of someone for having a Beanie Baby collection. And it's like, man, if that's what they like, who cares? Like, that's awesome. Enjoy it. Enjoy whatever you like, as long as it doesn't negatively impact yourself or society. Do it up. Enjoy. And he kind of reminded me to not shame people for doing things that they really enjoy, because that's just a terrible and toxic way to live. So I wanted to say thanks to him. And so that pretty much wraps up everything for this vlog. Just want to remind everyone, I am going to try and do live streams from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time most days. I'm going to set up a more solid schedule in the future. It is going to be on YouTube. I was thinking about Mixer. I've browsed Twitch before. I'm going to do YouTube because that's where all my stuff is. So that's where my live streams are going to be. It'll be easy for you to find. Once again, 7 to 9 Central Time PM. I did want to give a couple of special shout outs. Darren, thanks for helping me out in Discord. It's people like you that help me out, that make Sanctum Asylum even better. Polishes it up. Really appreciate that. Perry Urban, he's been a follower for a while. I just wanted to say sorry for making you spend so much money on new games. I might be saying this wrong. Rafi Mateus. Compliments are my fuel, man. I really appreciate them. Thanks for commenting. And then Dylan Hulsey. Thanks for watching and commenting. I appreciate all of you guys. All of you guys make this an experience worth working for. So that's it for this vlog. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next Let's Play or vlog.